Hello and welcome to my very first PTULA sizing video and review. As I mentioned in my last Buff Bunny review, I have decided to go non-exclusive, which has opened up the doors for me to work with other brands. One of the first brands who was happy to have me join their team and work with them was PTULA, and I am so grateful for them, and I'm so excited that I get to start reviewing their collections as well and just give you all the goodies. So for my very first PTULA review, today we're going to be reviewing the brand new Feathertech collection, and I am so excited about this one because it is unlike anything I've ever felt, touched, or worn before. But let's start off with some housekeeping. So this collection drops on Wednesday, August 27th at 12 p.m. CST. That's 12 p.m. my time. I'll put a couple of other time zones here below as well. As always, you can use code Teresa. Code Teresa will save you 10% at checkout. It supports me directly, and you can enter my monthly support code giveaway as well. If you're new to me, the way the monthly giveaway works is anytime you choose to use my codes, then you can screenshot your order confirmation with the code visible, and then you will upload that screenshot to the giveaway form that I have linked in the description below, as well as it's always linked in my Instagram bio. So if you're like, I don't know where it is, just go to my Instagram bio and it's going to say whatever the month is and then support code giveaway. Now, when I was exclusive, I gave away $100 Buff Bunny gift cards. But now that I'm not exclusive, I'm going to let you, the winners, pick what kind of gift card you want. So you get to choose whether you want a Buff Bunny gift card or a PTULA gift card. Here is my current sizing. Now, I feel like this brand, especially if you're new to it, runs pretty similar to Buff Bunny sizing. There are a couple of things where I personally have started sizing down in, but then again, that's also true of Buff Bunny. I have started sizing down in Buff Bunny as well. So which is why I feel like the two are very similar in sizing, give or take a few things here and there as well. Also, you need to consider the types of fabrics that are being used. Obviously, something with more compression is going to feel a little tighter. Something with no compression is going to feel a little bit looser. So always keep those things in mind, and that is the beauty of these reviews, because while you can't touch things like in store or try things on, hopefully these reviews will kind of help guide you on your sizing so you know how the fabric might feel and fit, and hopefully that'll help you pick your best sizing for you. So for PTULA specifically, I still wear mostly large, just like I do for a lot of the other brands that I wear. I still pick mostly large. There are some fabrics where I have sized down, and I'm gonna go through Feathertech because for me, I feel like the Feathertech tops are true to size. I'm still wearing my normal large, but I feel like I could size down in the bottoms. I'm gonna show you why when I try these on so you can just kind of get a little feel about what I mean. So what is Feathertech? Feathertech is a brand new fabric for PTULA, and I'm so excited that I get to be here for it, because not only am I still new to them, but I'm excited that I get to be here for like the release of this brand new fabric, which honestly I feel is going to be a hit fabric for them. I hope they keep bringing it back in the future, more colors, more styles, more designs, because I did not realize that I would love this fabric so much. So Feathertech is a combination of Tactel and Lycra. These are two specialty fabrics, so they created this blend and they called it Feathertech. This fabric stands apart because it is a performance sweat-wicking fabric, but with a light and airy feel. I found this to be the perfect fabric for my solid core workouts, for my sweaty garage workouts, anywhere where I want to have like full range of motion and not feel so restricted, but that is also going to like not weigh down the more sweaty I get. As y'all know, I have no shame in being sweaty. Listen, I'm working out, so being sweaty is normal AF. So I have no issue getting sweaty. But we know that there are some fabrics where when you get sweaty in them, them, they kind of get heavy and they weigh down, and then they like just feel really uncomfortable. Feathertech is not like that. Like obviously you're going to feel the sweat, you're going to see the sweat, like with any sweat wicking fabric. Any sweat wicking fabric that tells you that you can't see sweat are lying. It's a marketing ploy. You can see sweat, okay? To some degree, you will see sweat. And the same is true for Feathertech. But because it is so light and airy, the sweat doesn't weigh the fabric down, and it actually dries so fast. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that while it is a performance fabric, it is not meant to be a compressive fabric. So it's not going to like hold your tummy in. It's not going to hold your thighs in. It's not going to do any of that. It's a very light, airy, thin, light as feathers fabric. So if you want something that has compression, this might not be the fabric for you. But if you just want something that you can freely move in and get sweaty in, then this is perfect. So I'm thinking Pilates, hot yoga, heated mat sculpt, garage workouts, like things like that, right? But at the same time, it is so soft and so comfortable that you could also wear it as loungewear, and it doesn't feel like you're wearing like leggings and a sports bra, right? It just feels so comfy. And if you buy this, I hope all of what I'm saying makes sense once you put it on, because it's so hard to describe it until you've actually felt it yourself. Now, when I say thin, I mean thin, okay? I need you to understand that this is a thin fabric. I don't want to hear when you open the package and you say, oh my God, it's so thin. No one told me that. I'm telling you right now, it's a thin fabric. It is super thin. And because it is thin, it is not going to be cellulite friendly. I'm going to be completely honest about that. This is not a cellulite friendly fabric. So if you are concerned about that, that's like not something that you're comfortable with, then you can opt for like the color black, because it just kind of camouflages it a little bit better. But the lighter colors, they're not going to be cellulite friendly. But I also don't want you to be scared of the fabric, because I love it so much more than I thought I would. I mentioned over on my Instagram that when I first opened the package and I pulled the leggings out of the bag, I was shocked at the way they felt. I was like, these feel so thin, and they feel like nothing I've felt before, and I just don't know if I'm going to like how it looks on my body. Like, I just don't think that these are going to be for me. And honestly, that scared me a little bit, because this was going to be my first review, and obviously I'm going to be honest all the time about what I like and don't like, but I was like, it would just be my luck that the first review I do is something that I don't like. But I was so pleasantly surprised once I put this on my body, and I know I'm not the only person who has felt this way. So when you open up the bag and you take it out and you have that initial shock that I did, put it on, because I think you might change your mind once you put it on your body and just see how silky, buttery, not brushed, but cozy feel you get. Now, the number one question that I have been getting asked is, what fabric does it compare to? Does it feel like Soft Motion from Honor? Does it feel like Butter from Buff Bunny? Does it feel like Nubri or Poshnit? And when I tell you it's unlike anything, I mean it. It is unlike anything. So the best way that I can describe it is if we take the thinness and stretchiness and softness of butter fabric, right? We all know butter fabric from Buff Bunny collection. It's very thin, it's very stretchy, it's very light. So if you think that, but instead of being a brushed feel, it has more of a performance feel, like Perform fabric from Buff Bunny collection. For example, like my Perform bodysuit from Vida. So it's like that performance feel, but with the softness and stretchiness and thinness of butter. It is just like, it's so different. And I've seen other people compare it to Soft Motion from Honor, and I kind of disagree with that, because I feel like Soft Motion almost has like a rough texture to it, and this does not have a rough texture to it. This is way softer than Soft Motion, in my opinion. Similar thinness, yes, but I just feel like this is softer. So, I mean, I don't know how else to describe it to like get you to understand what it feels like, but I hope you guys end up loving the fabric as much as I do. And like I said, I hope we get to see this fabric again and again in new items. I will be honest, as much as I love the collection, I'm a little disappointed that there's only one bra in the whole collection. And of course, that one bra does not work for me. So I would like to see this fabric come back again, but in other bras, just so that, you know, I would like to see how it feels in a bra form. But as far as the tops, the shorts, the leggings, I love them. All right, I've rambled enough. Let's put this stuff on and get to the nitty-gritty. Okay, I'm gonna start with the Element Cami and the Feathertech Classic Short. Now, what I love about the bottoms is that they come in two styles. They come in the Classic and they come in the SoftV. So there's a little bit for everyone. So I'm gonna start with the Classic. The Classic is just your normal high-rise waistband. It's no fuss, simple. You guys know how I feel about simple and timeless. This is it. No ruching, nothing, okay? No butt scrunch. It's just a classic short in this wonderful Feathertech fabric. Classic short does come in both a 4-inch inseam or a 6-inch. I'm a fan of 6-inch, so all of my shorts are going to be 6-inch inseam. However, if you prefer a shorter short, there is a 4-inch for you. Now, I mentioned that this fabric is ultra stretchy, and when I say ultra stretchy, I need you to see that it is ultra stretchy. For this reason, I feel like I have enough room to size down. Now, I don't hate the size that I have right now. I think I just would have I would like just a size down. It would eliminate a lot of like the fabric bunching that I get. But again, that's not necessarily like a deal breaker for me in my normal size. I think I would just like my normal size size down better. Also, because I am such a short torso, these do tend to come up quite high if I like smooth them out. So sizing down is kind of just gonna help them sit just a little bit lower on my waist, and then I'm just gonna be less likely to be fussing with the waistband, trying to like pull it down or adjust it up or smooth it out. So I think for me personally, a size down is going to work better, but my normal size works just fine. I've worked out in this. I actually wore this exact set to solid core, so it just has worked really well for me. Now, the waistband, like I said, is a high rise. It feels more like an ultra high rise, honestly. It gives you the full coverage, but remember, this is Feathertech. There is no tummy support. There is no compression, okay? The band itself is also very light. There is no top seam. It's just one of these like folded waistbands that just fits really nice and comfortably. Like I mentioned, there is no like fancy schmancy anything. There's no scrunch, there's no unelasticized glute seam or anything. It's just a classic short. For as thin as this fabric is, it is surprisingly squat proof. It is so good at being squat proof. Butter could never, okay? This is so good. Now again, this is in my normal size. There is a sticker there. There's a sticker, and I'm wearing a dark colored underwear. You guys know that I like to do dark colored underwear so you can see it better. So you can't see it. Now again, this is with my normal size. I don't know if I size down if it's gonna become more sheer, but in my normal size, wow. I personally have not experienced any camel toe with this fabric. You would think because it is so thin that it would be more camel toe prone, but I personally haven't experienced this. I do wear underwear under my leggings, so if you don't wear underwear, I couldn't tell you. I do, so I haven't experienced anything. And as far as the hem of the shorts, I don't have any rolling. There's a difference between rolling and sliding, right? So rolling is like the fabric will roll into itself and like slide up your leg. I don't experience rolling. Now, through movement, there is a little bit of sliding, but it's not anything drastic. I think it's just because the fabric is so stretchy that it's just naturally gonna like slide up. But again, it's nothing drastic, nothing to where like I feel like I have to keep adjusting every 2 seconds or anything like that, like at all. And I'm betting that if I size down, it's gonna it's gonna be a little bit more fitted to my thighs. So it's gonna eliminate a lot of that sliding too, just because I won't have as much fabric just on top of my legs. But yeah, so pleasantly pleased with how well these shorts work, and I love them. But you know me, I love a little bit of flare sometimes, so I think I like the SoftV ones a little bit more. We'll talk about those when we get there, but if you just want a plain short, this is going to be a good option. This classic fit of the leggings, like I said, it comes in a 4-inch and a 6-inch inseam, and it comes in the leggings as well. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the classic leggings. I have the SoftV leggings, but they fit exactly the same from everyone that I've talked to that has them. They fit just like the shorts, just in a legging form. So now that it is going to start getting cooler in the upcoming months, something to keep in mind whether you want the shorts or the leggings. I live in Texas, so I can wear shorts year round, so it's not an issue for me, but for you girlies up north, just something to keep in mind. All right, let's get into the Cami. So this is the Feathertech Element Cami. It is kind of like a high waist length. So here's my waist, right? Long crop, high waist is what I would describe it. It does come above my belly button. So my belly button is down here. Okay, and the cami is up here. Now, because the leggings or the short are high-waisted, they do overlap on me, they do connect, so I don't really have any tummy showing. I purposely create the torso showing by shimming the top up and shimming the shorts down, just to give me a little bit of space here. But if I wear them the way they're supposed to fit, they totally overlap, and it almost even looks like a bodysuit. So up to you. Obviously, if you're long torsoed, it might fit you a little bit differently, but I did want to point out the length of the cami. The cami is also Feathertech fabric, super soft. Now, it is a double layered cami, thankfully, because it is so thin. That extra layer just kind of helps it feel like a little bit more shapely. Now, unfortunately, this does not have a built-in bra. It does not have a liner. It doesn't have padding. It is literally just the cami, okay? And I'm currently wearing cakes. You guys know how I feel about my cakes. I love my cakes. I will take cakes over traditional pads any day. So I'm just wearing cakes here, and it just kind of lays softly under my body. Now, when I wore this outfit to Solid Core, and I'll post a picture right here, I actually was wearing the bra underneath, the Feathertech bra, and it just kind of blended into the cami. So like, you would totally wear like a little dainty bralette, or even this particular one underneath. Because it is a cami, I don't think it looks tacky if your bra straps from another bra show through it. Again, because it is meant for working out, or even if you're wearing it at home, like, who cares, you know, do you. But if you don't want to, just know that you can just put in your own cakes or whatever. There are no slots for you to add like traditional bra padding in. You would just kind of lay it over your bust. But love the cami itself. I do get a little bit of just like, not a lot, but a little bit of puckering here, a little bit of gaping. It mostly happens just when I bring my arms together, but nothing too crazy. Like I said, I did wear this to Solid Core, and there's a lot of planks, a lot of bending over, and not once did I feel like I was exposed or that I was gonna fall out of the top at all. The straps, yes, they're thin, but they're actually very comfortable, and they're also adjustable, so you can adjust them to kind of fit you where you want it to fit you, okay? And I kind of tighten them just to kind of give me a little bit more coverage, but otherwise, like, having them a little lower look cute too. But this is the cami, so cute, so comfy. Honestly, it's gonna be great, even just like a layering piece, a lounge piece, a pajama piece, but super cute. We like the cami. Okay, let's talk about the Feathertech Element Bra. Like I said, there's only one bra in this entire collection, and unfortunately the one bra does not work for me. That being said, they do say in the description that this bra is intended for A through C cup. I know that something that I kept hearing over and over again is that we would like to see more BTC friendly bras from PTULA, and well, I do have some bras from PTULA that work really well for me. I understand that there is a need for a little bit more coverage and support as far as for the BTC community, so totally understand. And this bra is an example of that, how it doesn't really quite fit larger chest sizes. So again, this is intended for A through C, and this is what it looks like on me. Now the girls who have smaller cups, it looks so good on them. Like, I've seen other girls wearing them, I'm just like, that looks so freaking hot. But then I put it on and I'm like, not the same, not the same. And it's a really small, almost like a bralette, like a tube type of bra, but it's only in the front, and then it like tapers in. Do you see how it tapers in? And then it goes to a very, very minimal back. Now, I don't mind the minimal back. In fact, there is a Buff Bunny bra, I'm blanking on the name of it, that has a very minimal back like this, and they haven't brought it back in years, and I love that bra. I'll post a picture of it right here. I love that bra, and I love that minimal back. So I like the minimal back here. What makes this a bra that doesn't work for me is how it kind of like tapers in on the side, okay? I wish that this came up just a little bit higher, that we had a little bit more room, right? And that this came up maybe like a little bit more here, just a little bit more coverage here, because the way it kind of does this right now, it kind of like digs in to the parts of my body where I'm carrying more fat, and it just kind of accentuates it a little bit more. It's not uncomfortable, it just accentuates it, and you can just, it just looks like a very ill-fitting bra on me, right? The bra itself does have padding, but I took the padding out because I just felt like it just made the bra look even worse with the padding. But yeah, we need a little bit more. I don't even mind like here, it's just more like here that I wish we could fix that, right? So I love the fabric, so I hope that we see more bras with this fabric. Just this particular bra is not it. I did want to throw the cami back on though, the Element cami, just so you can see, because this is, like I said, I wore this set to solid core. I wore this specific bra to solid core because I didn't want to wear the cami on its own, and I didn't want to wear the bra on its own, so I was like, well, let me layer them and see how it looks. And I just wanted to show you how, oh, hit the mic. So this is what it looked like once I layered everything on. So still very comfortable, and I really think that because I put the cami on top of the bra, it just held the bra in place really, really well. Nothing moved, nothing shifted. It was like a double layer of assurance for the girls. So this is what it would look like if you wanted to layer the two pieces together. Next, I have the Feathertech Soft Curve tank. I love this tank. This tank is a theta top pick for me. It is a tank. There's no bra, there's no padding, it's just a tank, okay? But it is double layered, just like the cami Feathertech fabric. I love the subtle sweetheart neckline, super, super subtle. Like you can't blink and you miss it, right? But it just, I feel like it flatters the chest and neck area very well. We have wider straps, so if you're not a spaghetti strap person, these straps are going to be perfect. It is more cropped, so again, with high-waisted leggings, they would sit right at the top of your leggings like mine do. But yeah, full coverage back with a little scoop right there. Super cute, super comfy. There's not really much to tell on this one. It's literally a tank, literally a tank. Love it, love it. Also a great piece for layering. Yeah, again, unfortunately no bra or anything like that, padding or anything like that, because it is just the tank. Next, I have the Feathertech SoftV short and legging. I'm gonna review them together because they're literally the exact same, except one's a short and one's a legging, but everything is the same. The sizing's the same, the fit's the same, the fabric's the same, design's the same, everything's the same. So I'm just gonna combine the two. But Feathertech fabric, as I showed you, just like the classic short and legging, it has just a simple design in the front, high rise. It covers the belly. My belly button's down here, way past my belly button, okay? The difference between the classic and the SoftV is going to be the ruching on the back. Now I want to show you, this is not a V dip. This is not a V like seam. This is just a ruching on the back part of the waistband that kind of just draws it in and just gives it a little bit something extra. It does not affect the sizing. Don't think that just because it's ruched that this waistband is gonna fit tighter than the classic. It doesn't. They must have done size grading so that they fit exactly the same. So I would still size the same with the classic as to this one. But as you can see, this ruching just really adds a little something extra to the waistband. This is the top of the front of the waistband. This is the top of the bottom. So you can see there is like a soft V, but it's not significant enough at all that you would even consider thinking that your underwear is going to show, that you're going to be showing butt crack or anything, because again, it's not a dip, it's just a ruche. I'm going to post little videos and pictures here of the back of the waistband just so you can see where it sits on my back, way above my glutes, okay? It's literally almost like a normal waistband rise on me, and that's with all the extra cake that I have back there. So just rest assured that nothing is going to show with these. That being said, I do still think I would prefer a size down in these myself, because like I said, the sizing is similar to the classic ones. So if I felt like I could size down in those, I think I can size down in these. Might not be the same for everybody else, but as I continue to lose more inches, I do feel like I'm ready to start sizing down in some of these like more stretchier fabrics, including Feathertech. So super soft, again, sweat wicking, again, not compressive or anything like that. Very, very light feeling. They feel great on, they move with your body. I love these bottoms. They're a top pick. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. They're a top pick. Whether it's the classic or the soft V, I think you can't go wrong with either style. Both of them just look and feel so good, so soft on. Now the soft V shorts also come in a 4-inch and a 6-inch inseam, but the legging only comes in a 25-inch inseam. And honestly, because they're so stretchy, I feel like they feel a little bit longer than 25-inch inseam. I kind of have to spread the fabric around my thighs just so that it doesn't bunch up like at my ankles or behind my knees, because I'm shorty, so 25 inches still feels a little bit on the longer side for me. But yeah, I really love these. One more tidbit on the soft V. Although the sizing is the same for both the classic and the soft V, I feel like the classic stay put on your waist a little bit better. I do find that the soft V kind of do tend to slide down a little bit more. Nothing drastic, but it's just something that I did notice just with moving around. So if you want a waistband that's gonna stay put, go with the classic. But if you want your waistband to just have a little extra flair, go with the soft V. Next, I have the Feathertech Soft Curve long sleeve. So similar to the little tank, it does have a very subtle curved sweetheart neckline. The bottom is just a straight band. It is a crop length, so it sits right at under my bust. Full length, long sleeves, wide little neck, and there are no thumb holes here. So all of you thumb hole haters can rejoice that there are no thumb holes on this one. I'm indifferent about the thumb holes, but I know some of y'all despise them. So if you are not a thumb hole girly, you can be marked safe from thumb holes on this one. Same fabric, super soft, super stretchy. This one does have an elasticized bottom band to just kind of keep the girls in. I think it does a pretty decent job. I wouldn't say it's like ultra supportive, especially just because it does come down low. But out of the other options that we have, this is going to be the most supportive. It also does come with padding. This is the only top that comes with padding. So this is what it looks like, super cute. I don't find that mine is tight anywhere, but I think I probably would have liked a size up just so I get a little bit more length here, because although I can raise my arms and I'm fine, I feel like excessive raising my arms, I might pop out from underneath, you know, like that band, that elasticized band down here really helps. But I think that if I just had a little bit of more length, plus that elasticized band, I would just feel a little bit more comfortable and secure. But other than that, I feel fine. I don't feel, for as low as this is, I don't feel like I'm gonna pop out. I feel like this seam right here does a really good job at like staying like right up against your skin and keeping the girls in. Now, obviously keep in mind, if you size up, if you have really thin arms, you might have some just like extra fabric on your arms. I don't have that issue, but just something to keep in mind if you do size up and you're more on like the thin petite frame size. But full coverage back, we love that. Super cute. It's very, very comfy. I'm crazy because I worked out in this in my garage and it's hot as balls out there, but it worked really well, and the same sweat wicking material, so it held up really well. Next, I have the Cloud 9 crop. She is so cozy. This is made out of a French terry, so I'm gonna get close so you can see the inside, but it's very thin. So I don't want you to think like when you hear terry that it's like super, super thick, because it's not. It's actually very thin, very light, very flowy, very cool. Surprisingly, I feel like it's kind of on the cooler side. It reminds me a lot. There was one, it was one from Buff Bunny. I have it right here. Hold on. So Buff Bunny had a similar one. It's this one. I think it came out, I want to say with Boyfriend. See, like very similar. But this one was like that rough cotton. This does not feel like that. This just feels so much more flowy and nicer. This one, out of these two, I like this one. This is the one I like. This one is just really cute. It is cropped, obviously. I'm wearing the tank underneath. I just kind of like rolled it up out of sight. But yeah, very cute. A great layer piece. Great cover up option too. Just for like, you know, walking in and out of the gym, pump cover moment, lounging around the house. Like, this is gonna be so comfy, just like around the house in the fall, honestly. Like, I'm already dressing it up for football season, TBH. Like, jeans would be cute, sweats would be cute, leggings would be cute. It's just a really good layering basic. But yeah, Cloud 9 crop, really cute. And I'm wearing my normal size large, and you can see how like oversized it is. I wouldn't personally size down because then it's going to be shorter, and it's meant to be like oversized, bat wingy, cropped moment, which I like. I like the bat wings. I know a lot of I didn't realize how much hatred there was out in the world for this bat wing sleeve design. I don't understand. I personally love it. I don't know. I just think like I like it. I don't know. But a lot of you don't, I have discovered. So if you don't, educate me in the comments. I want to know why. Why don't you like it? I don't know. I just found it fascinating that a lot of you didn't like it. So let me know why you don't like them if you don't. But if you do, also let's celebrate the good stuff, because I personally do. Next, we have the Comfort Crewneck, and I scooted back a little bit more, and I scooted the camera back a little bit more. I love you, Rack. Scoot over. Just because I wanted to show you how big it is. So it is the same material as the Comfort quarter zip. Is that what it was called? The quarter zip. You know what I'm talking about. The PTULA quarter zip. I have it. Some of y'all have it. So it is that same material, except now it's in a crew neck, and obviously it's full length because that quarter zip was a little bit shorter. So yeah, it is oversized. I like oversized. We talked about this with the cloud crop. I like oversized. So to me it's cute, but I usually tend to like kind of like put it above my hips and then just let it pull in the front. That's how I personally like to wear it. Now this one is warm. This is a heavier material. It is a heavier, thicker material. It's fuzzy on the inside. It's like fuzzy and warm, but the outside is more like sleek. Not even sleek. I don't even know how to describe it. It's like this, okay? This is the outside. Focus, camera. But then this is the inside. Do you see how fleecy it is? So it's actually very warm. And although I have the AC and I'm inside, I also have lights on me. So I'm starting to get a little sweaty in here. So it's gonna be a great option for fall, winter. Definitely great layering piece as well. I honestly will probably wearing this to teach. I'm thinking like with some cute like skinny jeans or something like that, some tailored ankle trousers. I would totally wear this for work, for teaching, but just know that it's a little warm. So if you decide to wear this, wear something underneath where like you can take this off, because yeah, she warm. But overall it's cute. Again, I'm wearing my normal size large, so you can see how oversized she is. She is quite wide and roomy. You can totally size down if you want a more fitted, tailored look, but just know it is meant to be like a boxy fit. And then of course they have the PTULA logo right here on the sleeve. It's not metal, it's more like an embossed gold. Yeah, it's really cute. Really cute. All right, and then last but not least are the Feathertech headbands. I've already worn 2 of them. Oops. I've already worn these 2 colors. I haven't worn the black one yet. That's why the tags are still on it. But I have worn these 2. I wore this just like on a day, like just a day out running errands with my hair down, and then I wore this one to solid core with a ponytail with my hair up. So I tested both of them. It held up pretty well. There is no like silicone grippy or anything, but it is, I like that it's like it's not super wide, but it is a little bit wider, and then it has the same little like ruching that the SoftV leggings and shorts have, so it kind of just adds a little something cute. So you can put the SoftV to show, or you can turn it around and just have the straight and then hide the SoftV like at the back of your head. So both options, like I said, they held up really well. They're really good. I want to say they're tight, but I don't want to say they're like painful tight. Like they're tight enough that it stays put, but not super tight where like my scalp is hurting. Because I've definitely tried other other headbands where it's super tight and like it starts to kind of give you like a tension headache because of how tight they are. I didn't experience that tightness with either one of these, but they are tight enough that they stay in place and hold the hair back. So just something to keep in mind. I feel like I have a very average sized head. I don't know, y'all tell me. I mean, maybe don't, because y'all might give me body dysmorphia. But I think I have a pretty average sized head. So if you have a smaller head, they might not be as tight. If you have a bigger head, they'll probably feel a little bit tighter. But for the average head, they're comfy and they worked really, really well. Yeah, and I mean, Feathertech fabric is still soft. Still stretchy, but I feel like it's not as stretchy as it is on the leggings. I feel like these definitely have a little bit more retention, you know, to like keep its shape and just stay in your hair better. So I do like these. I'm glad I got all 3 colors. So I'm definitely going to be wearing these. Of course, I had to get the black one because black one matches with anything, and my hair is black, so it kind of blends in anyway. So yeah, love the leggings, love the headbands. All right, friends, thanks for hanging out with me today for this first PTULA review, the first of many more to come. Let me know in the comments what you like, what you plan to get, what you'd like to see. I know that a lot of you have requested that I review older PTULA stuff too. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't know that I have the time right in this moment to go back and review old stuff. If you see me wearing something on Instagram or something, feel free to slide into the DMs and just ask me my thoughts on what I'm wearing. I would be happy to answer. I just don't know that I have the time to do a full in-depth review of a bunch of old PTULA stuff, which is why I've been saying I'm going to do PTULA reviews, but I'm going to do them for future launches as they come. So just wanted to throw that out there. Maybe I'll do like a PTULA faves. Like I'll pick like my top 5 PTULA things, you know, that I've ever tried in my top 10, maybe not 10, 10's a lot, maybe like my top 5 PTULA faves or something, and we can do a video on that. For example, I love the 365 straight leg pant. You guys know that. The tailored pant, love that. So if you would like to see a top PTULA, Data Top Picks PTULA edition, let me know, because maybe we can work that out. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. Again, this launches on Wednesday, this Wednesday, and use code Teresa to save and support. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.